Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Saturday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Now, with all that being said, we all know that the Los Angeles Lakers were in action on yesterday, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in a very important game in the race for the Western Conference play-in and playoff tournament. And as we all know by now, the Los Angeles Lakers did prevail against the Timberwolves by the score of 123, I believe, to 111, and took care of them in good fashion. And we all know that at the half, the Lakers were down by 10, and we saw Darvin Ham make some key adjustments leading to this Lakers victory. And I'm going to get into all that in just a minute. But one thing I do want to address is that of Rudy Gobert saying when AD went down with the ankle injury, how that really changed the tide of the game, saying that he felt sorry for him, that it would have been too ruthless for him to dunk, saying AD was laying there and he kicked the ball out. Well, I got some things to say about that. First of all, AD was laying there, but you couldn't just walk over him or that would have been a foul. For one. For two, Wayne and Gabriel was waiting and would have challenged you vertically for the shot, and you're not the best finisher at the rim, so who knows if you're just going to get an easy dunk. For three, the ball was passed around to the perimeter multiple times, which ended up with a wide open shot by Mike Conley, one of your best three-point shooters, and he happened to miss. So you cannot blame that on that possession, even though they were trying to foul and couldn't, and it led to some quick points by the Lakers in which you fouled them. But at the end of the day, the real reason why the Los Angeles Lakers won this game was because what they did on the defensive side of the floor, as far as playing defense and holding the Minnesota Timberwolves, I believe, to 18 points in the third quarter and only 18 points in the fourth quarter, respectively. And they did this on the back of not only Anthony Davis, but with great team defense. And I know, of course, Anthony Davis will get the game ball, and he did his thing on yesterday with 38 points, 17 rebounds, of course, and he was 15 out of 26, shot it great from the field, and we're going to talk more about that in a moment. But what I do want to say is I have to give the props to Rui Hachimura, because when Hachimura, the 22 minutes that he did play, what happened in the second half, Darvin Ham limited his bench to an 8-man rotation, including that of Rui Hachimura, because they had Vanderbilt, who has been playing great defense and has been a great defender for the Lakers, guarding almost positions 1 through 5, depending on whatever assignment he was drawing. He was willing to take on that and did quite well in most games, and has been a great reason for the Lakers' success as far as who he draws on the defensive assignment of the floor. However, the Lakers were not matched up well on yesterday because they had those twin towers, and that of Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns. And Karl-Anthony Towns, one who can actually stretch the floor, unlike Rudy Gobert, but you couldn't strictly match Anthony Davis up on Karl-Anthony Towns. You had to have him put a body on Gobert and let him roam. But if that was the case, then Vanderbilt was matching up with Karl-Anthony Towns. He was pretty much having his way with him because he is much bigger, and he could just take him more so to the hole if he needed to, and body him if he had to, but also stepping into three-pointers. He was just actually not doing a very good job on Karl-Anthony Towns. And then when they got caught in pick and roll situations and switches, then you would have AD on Cat, but then that would leave Vanderbilt having to take on Gobert, and Gobert is just way too big for Vanderbilt to have to deal with. So when you put in a Rui Hachimura, who isn't just the greatest defender, but is a bigger, stronger, athletic person who has a stronger lower center of gravity, who can bang with them. So, that gave Anthony Davis the freedom to float around on defense. If they got caught in the switch, Rui Hachimura was strong enough to hold off Gobert and strong enough to hold off Karl-Anthony Towns, and did a great job defending him. And that's really what led to the Lakers playing such good defense. And LeBron, even though he was having a terrible game on yesterday, only 18.7 out of 19, only 37%. Of course, you got all these naysayers, all these haters of LeBron, of course, coming out the woodworks. Oh, this AD team. Oh, AD is carrying LeBron, as if LeBron James hasn't been averaging 30 points a game for the season and just been off a whole month for injury and have to get back into his rhythm. So woe be for all the teams, because LeBron James is eventually going to gain his rhythm. And if Anthony Davis continues to play the way he is playing, then the Lakers are going to be a force. I've been saying this since the trade deadline. They 14-7, one of the best records in the league. A lot of those games, even without LeBron James. We know the new look Lakers with LeBron James is 4-1 now. So they're more than capable of beating any NBA team on any given night because they have all the things that they need to constitute an NBA champion, and that of a rim protector, Anthony Davis, that of an aggressive scorer of Anthony Davis who can play both ends of the court. LeBron James, we all know what he can do. Of course, Reaves somebody who can come off the bench and be a great wing defender, a great backcourt in that of Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell. And mad props out to D'Angelo Russell on yesterday. Quiet as kept, had a good game. Only 12 points, but had 10 assists. Was getting everybody involved. Him and Austin Reaves continue to develop that chemistry. They played great together. Reaves, in his own right, had 15 points. You had, 5 or 6 Lakers that was in double digits. AD, of course, 38. LeBron, 18. Reaves, 15. D'Angelo Russell, 12. Schroeder, 11. So the Lakers definitely came for business, and they took care of business as far as on the offensive end, too. That's not where their struggles have come, especially since they got this new squad together. But for all of the people who think that the Lakers were better off without LeBron James, how do you feel now that they won the last 2 games and now they have to go on to face Houston? But what I do want to throw out here is Anthony Davis played off a lot of adrenaline yesterday, and the way he was thriving in pain, we thought that the season could very well be over and it would be tough for the Lakers to make a deep run in the playoffs without that of Anthony Davis. But he was able to go on. Kind of reminds me of that Game 6, I believe, in the 1988 Finals when Isaiah Thomas sprained his ankle so bad, but he finished the game and went off and wheeled the Pistons to that Game 6 victory over the Lakers. Then when it went to Game 7, he was too hobbled and couldn't do anything because within 2 days, that ankle just stiffens up. So now, this the next day, we know if AD ankle is stiffened up or not. When they asked him last night, would he be able to play on tomorrow against the Houston Rockets, who we know they lost to last time without Anthony Davis. But this time you do have LeBron James, so you could think that they can go out and win. But the problem in that Houston game was they didn't have anybody to get rebounds, and Houston kept getting time after time numerous offensive rebounds and second chance points. And with Mo Bamba still being out, the Lakers do not have a backup center, so that could be treacherous if Anthony Davis cannot play. We do want to get his ankle back. He was walking with a limp, and Vanderbilt, Karl Anthony Towns, fell on him last night, and I believe he got a hip contusion, so he didn't look like he was too comfortable at some point. But guess what? It's that time of the year. You have to play through pain, and hopefully Anthony Davis can keep getting treatment to that ankle. Hopefully it's fine, and maybe it was just more than what he thought it was from the initial pain. Maybe he just thought the way, and from what I looked like, I kept trying to watch it over. I just really couldn't see that it looked like it was actually that bad of a turn. So, I mean, I really don't know. Hopefully, Anthony Davis will play tomorrow. I've been looking for updates throughout the day, but I've yet to see anything that's substantiated whether he will be a go or not. I think tomorrow he is still listed as not doubtful, but maybe questionable, which he always is, him and LeBron James throughout the course of this year, just because of the nagging injuries that they have been dealing with. But, like I was saying back to last night, the importance of what Rui Hachimura was doing, I honestly think that the Lakers could let AD maybe rest the next couple games and get himself together, and they can still go out and do what they need to do. But I would love for the Lakers to finish in that 6th spot, because I really feel like the Golden State Warriors will struggle, and I feel like the Clippers don't really have it together either, because I just feel like the Clippers last 4 or 5 games, if you look at the Clippers right now, they're 41-37, but if you look at their schedule, I hate that Memphis didn't finish them off in both games, but they play the Pelicans tonight, a game they could very well lose. Like I said, they're 41-37. They lose to that tonight. They're 41-38. Then they play the Lakers. They'd be 41-39. I'm claiming that right now. They probably beat the Blazers, be 42-39. But then they will lose to the Suns on the last game of the season and be 42-40. And if they are 42-40 and the Lakers win out, then the Lakers could very well be what the Lakers schedule right now. If you look at what their record is, the Lakers are 39-38, and they could actually finish the season 44-38 or either 43-39, which would be ahead of the Clippers, and they can get either their 5th or 6th spot, because I just don't see Golden State falling off. Their schedule doesn't seem as hard. But the Phoenix Suns, they have a tough way to go too, because they beat the Nuggets yesterday, but that was without Jokic, and I'm like, why is Jokic not playing? Because that would have helped the Lakers, because if you look, Phoenix Suns right there are 42-35. They very well could lose to the Thunder. That'd be 36. The Spurs, I doubt it, but then they at the Nuggets again. They could be lost number 37. The Lakers could be lost 38, and depending on what the Clippers do, either one of them. So all the Lakers need to do is worry about winning out, and they could potentially still get that 5th or 6th spot. You can't really worry about anything else but yourself. I think the Lakers have everything they take that they can do it. They got Utah twice. That should be winnable games. Utah is reeling right now. They don't have much to play for. And then, of course, the Suns. The Suns struggled last night with the Jokic-less Denver Nuggets. So with the way the Lakers are playing right now, as long as Anthony Davis can play and be aggressive, of course, like last night, how many shots did I say he got? He got, AD got 26 shots up last night, 15 out of 26. As long as he can continue to be aggressive and get that many shots up, then the Lakers are going to be successful. And like Darvin Ham alluded to after the game, he is the focal point of the team right now. And if everything can go through AD to LeBron James can establish a rhythm, as the Lakers can keep playing defense, the rotations were crisp last night. Even when they made the extra pass, the Lakers knew exactly where to rotate from. Even off the switches, everything looked good. Even D'Lo was playing good defense at times. We know the pressure that Schroeder puts on the ball when he comes in on the backcourt. As a point guard or any other team, you're not going to get anything easy against Dennis Schroeder. So like I've been telling y'all naysayers for a long time, you kept saying I was crazy. And especially after the trade deadline, I said, this is a new look season. Put your money on the Lakers. It was like 3,001 or whatever. Now the odds have changed tremendously. I'm glad I put my 100 up because I'm going to mess around and win $20,000. I told y'all, this is the Lakers. Hold y'all breath. I told y'all. But if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe bell. Hit that bell for notifications so you know, because I will be going live during these playoffs, and we're going to talk about each and every game as the Lakers make their claim to fame. I'm saying right now, I really don't want the Lakers to hit that 7th seed, to be honest, and take on the Memphis Grizzlies at that 2 spot. You never know. And maybe that's why Denver trying to tank games. They're trying to see what the Lakers going to do, because if the Lakers fall to 8, I'd rather for the Lakers to play Denver in the first round. To be honest, I think they match up with them better, especially once Steven Adams comes back for the Grizzlies. They're going to be a load to handle for anybody. And plus, y'all know I got love for the Grizzlies, so I hate to even see them play each other. But, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. But like I said, it's going to be very interesting if the Lakers can get to that 6th spot and play Sacramento in the first round. That's something I think they're favorable of. I think the Clips, depending on whether Paul George will get back, you know, maybe they get the 4th spot. Who knows? The Lakers could get 5th and play the Clippers. It's all up for grabs right now. Very interesting way to end the season. I'm looking very much forward to it. I will have a reaction tomorrow night. Pre-game, any breaking news regarding Anthony Davis, tune in. We can talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of live streaming for show tomorrow. So, like I said, if you haven't done so, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and most importantly, hit that share. But this has been your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real, and much love to these haters. I'm out.